Gentlemen. There you go.
Thank you. Look at the baby soda, Spencer.
Alex, shut the heck up.
Once you begin to discover who you are, then you really realize how you have been given authority over your life. But you can only do that through the struggle of life. And most people avoid the struggle. Most people go through life avoiding pain. When you're working on a dream, at some point in time, a transition takes place. You learn how to leap higher. You start challenging yourself to dig deeper. Something in you that you never activate is lying dormant in there. Don't try and take any shortcuts. Do what you know is right. We've been chosen for this great work.
I don't know, man. You ever just feel like life is just pushing us towards something, like some greater purpose?
Hi, I'm Tracee Bond with Irish Film Critic, and I'm here filming the 3 stars of 1517 to Paris. We have Alek, Anthony, and Spencer. Welcome to Texas, you all.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. And I just want to say, I saw the film last night. Thank you so much for doing what you did. That was a brave act of heroism, and I'm sure you know by now that it has basically changed the landscape of everything you do and the people who are watching. So thank you so much.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
And if you would, just either one of or all of you, just let me know, let everyone know what 1517 to Paris is about.
So it's a story about our lives growing up as friends together, and us, and how, you know, the course of our lives has shaped us, and how we kind of went off in our own directions, and we're able to come back and hang out for our European trip that turned into a terrorist attack.
Okay. And just looking back, how have your lives individually been impacted by that, and would you do anything different?
I don't think we'd do anything different. I mean, we've been very lucky with the experiences and everything that's come out of this, and even the terrorist attack itself, nobody even died on it. So, I mean, honestly, I don't think we have any regrets. Everything worked out perfectly, and everything's been absolutely fantastic since. I mean, we have a Clint Eastwood movie coming out. What do we have to complain about?
Yeah, we just feel extremely blessed to be alive. Like, in hindsight, we know how easily it could have went the other way, and we're very proud of the memory of being able to save so many people, and it's a humbling experience that we'll be proud of and we can carry with us for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, I wouldn't change a thing. I feel like just the perspective on life that we all have now is worth any type of hardship that we had to go through.
Okay. And speaking of perspectives, your perspectives before that throughout the film, it showed how you all had different childhood struggles to overcome. How in any way has being on this platform helped you? Have you come full circle with those struggles as coming together as a unit?
I think we realized that those successes and failures that you see throughout the film are important to put in the story, because it shows just how ordinary we are. We go through life and we have success and we have failures, but what the film does a good job showing is that it does come full circle, and that what you didn't quite realize as being part of your journey will become relevant later in your life. What Spencer thought were failures in his military career ended up being what saved a man's life that day. So basically that's just all part of the plan.
And speaking of lives, it wasn't just a man's life, it's basically 500 lives. And do you just ask yourself, you know, is it still maybe unreal to you that is happening?
Pretty unreal, because I mean, to be honest, the movie stuff's great, us playing ourselves is great. The last 2 years of our lives have been great, really our whole lives. We're very blessed, but there's nothing better than what we did that day. I mean, something else you can do other than saving someone's life, that, in my opinion, that is better than that.
And to be fair, we had a lot of help and a lot of things went our way. And I mean, it wasn't just the three of us. We had help even on the train from Chris Norman, Damien, and Mark McGallion. So it wasn't just us, and it wasn't just like our skills and talents that saved us that day. We had just a lot of things going for us, and we got very lucky, and God was looking out for us, because you just can't, you don't survive stuff like that. You know what I mean?
That is true. Also, as far as playing yourselves and having to go back through that whole thing again, how did that impact you emotionally?
A lot of people think it's a traumatic situation for us, but it's really not. Our story is unique in the way that nobody lost their life, not even the terrorists, so it kind of changes the narrative on these things. And we're young guys. We look at it's kind of blossomed into such a positive thing, positive story that we could share. So we just feel it's our responsibility at this point to share the story. And how cool is it? We get to do it twice in Clint Eastwood this time. So.
And so how was it? How was it working with Clint Eastwood?
It was amazing. Yeah, funnest 2 months of our lives.
He's the coolest guy you can like imagine. He's everything you think he would be, and then a lot more on top of that.
He could have just directed us, but he actually became like a mentor, and he took us under his wing, so we're pretty thankful for that.
Yeah.
All right. Any plans for the future as far as maybe acting, or just are you just going to still just stick with you got, since apparently it has worked so well?
Well, maybe that, but also we definitely caught the acting bug, and so, I mean, movies have kind of shaped our lives and made us kind of who we are, so we're hoping maybe we can do the same for the younger generation. Okay,
and in closing, what is just, from each of you, just the one thing you hope people would gain from this?
I just hope that they realize that whenever something happens, it doesn't have to be a terrorist attack, it could be a car accident or who knows what, but just that they should do something positive just to help, even if it's calling 911 or helping somebody that knows first aid, or taking a class on learning first aid so that you can help in a situation like that, just doing something to contribute.
I think people should take away that they're capable of doing the extraordinary as well, that it's not a trait that the three of us have, something special, that everybody's capable of that. You just never know until you're faced with the situation, but I think our story will actually change the narrative a little bit, and people, when they're second guessing themselves, will feel like they are capable.
Well, thank you so much. It
Thank
definitely
you.
Sends a positive message, and just your friendship itself, even if this had never happened, it just speaks volumes for sticking together and working together for the greater good of everyone. So here you are, folks, the 3 stars of 15 to 17, Alek, Anthony, and Spencer. Thank you so much. Comes out February 9th.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.